We are in Craft Alliance in the Steinberg Gallery in the middle of our new exhibition, Frankie Toan, Strange Familiars. We are really excited to be presenting the work of this artist who actually grew up here in St. Louis and is now based in Colorado. What's interesting about this exhibition is Frankie has created an immersive environment for us. So one of the things visitors get to do is walk amongst the pieces as if they were really in a new, strange world.
So the show Strange Familiars is a sampling of work that I have been making over the past 6 years and really combines two bodies of work. One is soft sculpture, large human bodily pieces, and then this other project, the Queer Gardens. And I really did see these two bodies of work as disparate for a while, and this show has allowed me to see how those two bodies of work are in conversation with each other and really focused on not only the self and how do we make community among humans, but how do we think towards a larger ecosystem and human, non-human interactions and relationships, and how can we learn to subvert existing power dynamics by focusing on these different kinds of relationships.
We're kind of imagining with Frankie a different way of relating to the earth and to nature and to each other, and that's the way it's set up. So you can walk among the flowers which are taller than you. You can walk among different kinds of body parts that come out in ways you might not expect. So it's really meant to be an experience in which you get to rethink how you relate to the world.
I was really interested in how do we reach out towards each other? How do we find connection and community? And so the hand was really a symbol of that. And then, moving into the Queer Gardens, the symbolism becomes a little bit less of a focus on the human body, but thinking about these different parts of the garden and subverting these power dynamics even within the garden. Especially the Western idea of a garden is very manicured and very controlled. And the parts of the queer garden that I like to explore are the weeds and really make them beautiful and also elevate them so that the scale becomes sort of a fantasy. There are some human hands in the queer garden. It's actually the only human imagery within it. And the two hands in the queer garden are holding. And the idea is, how do we reach out and touch or make community with species and with organisms other than other humans? I always hope with my work that people find it playful. I think I use play and bright colors and these kinds of accessible imagery to kind of draw people in. When you can approach a conversation from the point of play, sometimes you can access that conversation in an easier or less guarded way. And so there are parts of the queer garden that are asking harder questions too, like, how can we think about non-normative relationships? What are the relationships between ourselves again and the ecosystem, and how are our cities and the way that we move through the world impacting our ability to even access green space or access a garden or be outside? One other cool thing about the show is that in conjunction with Strange Familiars, the Craft Alliance has set up a show with the Missouri Botanical Gardens as well. So there's more information about different plants of the area, as well as plants that are used for things like natural dyes and stuff like that.
We have a number of programs that are associated with this exhibition. Every Thursday night of the exhibition, we are going to have a curator-led tour. And if families want to come in and see the exhibit, we also have a special grab bag that they can pick up, and kids can start right away being inspired by the different colors that they saw to create their own work, or do other things that allow them to nourish their own creativity. Frankie Toan, Strange Familiars, continues until October 29th here at Craft Alliance. And to learn more about the exhibition and all of its related programs, you can go to our website at craftalliance.org.